Let's take it to the streets. Show you the land of the free like you never seen. Talking about undiscovered America. Undiscovered America. Undiscovered America. Oh! Undiscovered America.
Welcome to Undiscovered America TV. Today we are diving into the colorful world of American art of all kinds. From bold street murals that bring city walls to life to tranquil galleries hidden where you'd least expect to find them, we are on a mission to show how the inclusion of art can turn any vacation into an unforgettable adventure. Now I know what you're thinking, another boring museum, but that is not what we are talking about. The local art we found does much more than match the sofa. It opens doors to new perspectives and connects us with the spirit of each destination. Whether it's navigating through graffiti-covered alleys, strolling through sculpture-filled parks, exploring cutting-edge art institutions bustling with creativity, or stepping into mesmerizing interactive installations, these are experiences promise to enhance your view of the world. So get ready as we unveil the artful secrets of America, where every corner offers a new brushstroke and a fresh masterpiece if you just know where to look. This is Undiscovered America TV, where art meets adventure and every trip is a masterpiece, or so we like to think. Let's get started.
Jerry, I would assume I've not seen this, but you don't look like you wear any protective gear.
I have my safety glasses on.
I stand corrected.
I have my standard glass-blowing socks and sandals.
So talk to me about the glass blowing community here. It seems to be, is it pretty established?
In Estes Park?
Yeah.
Well, the guy that taught me, that started this place, Garth, started this in 1986. And there have been some people that have learned here and started their own studios. And they've taught people and they've started studios. So it's branched out a little bit.
So you're just using gravity, the pull of gravity to make this shape, right?
Pull the glass away from the pipe so I can establish a jack line. So this is the point where it's going to break free from the pipe a little bit later. I want to establish this early. It kind of creates a memory. Glass remembers everything you do to it. So every way you touch it affects the outcome.
You put the glass on the stick, and to watch these from the outside is like watching someone do a dance. There's a rhythm to what you do. It's very flowing, or it looks it from the outside.
It feels pretty fluid, and when you see glass blowers that do work with assistants, it's almost like a dance.
So Jerry, this process is unchanged. You are participating in an age-old tradition here. That's incredible.
1,000 plus, maybe a good close to 2,000 years.
That foot control looks like
it's archaic.
Quite a device, man.
So normally you have assistants while you're blowing glass, and
Right.
It's actually someone opening the doors for you.
With you're a one-man show, right?
Yeah, pretty much all the time.
Yeah.
Pulling heat away with this knife, you stress it in.
I thought for sure I knew what you were making until the very end. It turned into something completely different. And how long will this stay in here?
That's going to come out day after tomorrow. So the rate that you cool the glass is based on thickness. So the foot's pretty thick and the bottom of the bubble combined with that. So you're just kind of like slowing down the cooling of the thin part to match the cooling of the thick part, and some other stuff going on.
That was, I can't believe seeing it from the very beginning. Thank you so much for this. This was an impressive thing to watch. I love how warm it is in here. So cold outside, but just the way you explain what you do, this age-old craft, was super impressive. Thanks for having us today.
Thanks for coming by.
From the fiery dance of glass blowing, we now shift to the electrifying world of mad arts, where digital innovation and art converge spectacularly. Welcome to Dania Beach, Florida, where the sun shines bright, but creativity flows even brighter. Today we're stepping into the wild world of Mad Arts, a dynamic hub where contemporary art and immersive experiences collide, creating an artistic wonderland that's a must-visit for art lovers and the creatively curious. Here, we enter a realm where every corner pulsates with imagination and innovation. Mad Arts isn't your typical art gallery. It's an experiential journey that blends art, technology, and multimedia to challenge and engage your senses. You see, these exhibits aren't just displayed. They're a full-on spectacle. From towering digital installations to interactive light shows, each piece invites you to interact and become part of the art itself. It's a place where digital artists and traditional painters share the same space, creating a fusion of styles that pushes the boundaries of what art can be. Our first stop is the main exhibition hall, where high-tech projectors cast awe-inspiring visuals across vast canvases. These paintings are actually living, breathing pieces of digital art that evolve right before your eyes. As visitors move around the space, their shadows and silhouettes become part of the canvas, creating unique patterns and blurring the lines between the observer and the observed. But the magic of Mad Arts doesn't stop at digital displays. Wander into the interactive zones, where motion sensors trigger changes in the artwork based upon your own movements. Imagine a mural that swirls and shifts as you walk by, or a sculpture that changes color with the sound of your own voice. It's these playful and immersive elements that make the Mad Arts a haven for those who seek experience art in a new and exciting way. Beyond the visuals, Mad Arts is also a cultural gathering spot. It hosts workshops, talks, and live performances that bring together artists, musicians, and creative minds from around the globe. So whether you're there to learn from a digital art maestro or to catch an avant-garde experience, the center buzzes with an energy that inspires and invigorates. It's a place where you become the paintbrush and the space becomes the palette, an arrangement that allows visitors to experience art in a way that stirs the soul and sparks the imagination. Hey, stick around. We've got more colorful journeys right after the break. Welcome back to Undiscovered America TV as we explore places where creativity knows no bounds and the word art gets reinvented and redefined every day.
So all you have to do is sit back, relax, look at me.
Ian Sklarski, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. I'm well.
So tell me about this space. It is your residence, it is your studio, it seems to be a lot of things.
Well, it's my apartment, but it's also my studio.
Right.
It's where I create art and I exhibit art. And now in the past 2 years, I've created this space in the front to be an area where I host salons every 2 months.
Multifunctional space. You've been here since 2009 in New York. What keeps you here?
I think it's the differences in people. So every job that I go to, every time I step outside, I'm meeting new people. They're from all over the world. I always say that New York is a great office space for the world. Mm-hmm. And so when you have that kind of attitude, you're always inviting storylines from everywhere.
And you get ideas from bumping into people.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Become part of your artistic expression, I guess.
Yes.
But at your core, it's blind contour drawing, right?
Correct. So blind contour is drawing one line without looking at the paper.
Okay.
Without lifting the pen and without looking at the paper, you create an abstract representation of what that is.
You are pulling both from your visual, right, because you're looking at them, but also you must get a lot from their energy.
It's energy. It definitely is energy work, especially when it's people in front of you.
And it sounds like the results could be very wildly from one to the next.
Yeah.
How do people respond?
They are very inquisitive,
right?
Especially if they're seeing it happen, they understand how it's happening, and they're very in wonder, and then they sit in front of me, and it's an experience they'll never forget. The thing about blind contour is that there is no wrong, and just doing it and allowing yourself to do it is the accomplishment.
On the flip side, have you had somebody look at it and think that it just captures a portion of them that never
100%.
Really?
Yeah. People come with the weirdest, smallest details that you'll never see, but you present it to them, and they'll be like, "That's me."
So you are a soul seer and an artist at the same time. How does the color get introduced to it then?
Yeah, so after I do the line work, I then watercolor, and one of the reasons why I ask a simple question, which is, what's your favorite color, is because afterward I paint a halo around, and that color choice designates the color that's placed on the art. And so it's you also adding to the art as well.
So blind contour, you've explained it. Can you give us a little demo?
Of course.
All right.
So all you have to do is sit back, relax, look at me. If you can't look at my eyes,
Okay.
look at my earring, but put your focus this way, and that position is perfect.
All right. And I have to tell you, this feels a little invasive.
Oh, totally. Done.
That didn't hurt. Wow. It's beautiful in a very strange way.
Thank you.
Ian Sklarski, thank you so much for this, and thanks for being with us today on Undiscovered America. I'll treasure this forever.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, we are here with Gene Cooney from Times Square Arts. Gene, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Oh, awesome. How's everything in one of my favorite cities?
We're doing fine over here in Times Square. New York City is hanging in.
So tell us, what is Times Square Arts?
So Times Square Arts is the public art program of the Times Square Alliance, which
Okay.
is the entity that helps keep Times Square safe, clean, and welcoming for tourists and New Yorkers alike.
You know, it's interesting. It's such an international landmark. It's a world icon. It's the crossroads of the universe, according to some, Times Square. In fact, it's even shorthands for something that's very busy. What about that space screamed it needed one more attractive moment in it? Talk me through the thinking behind it, because I think it's an awesome idea.
Yeah, well, I mean, Times Square is a business district, but it's also a cultural district. You know, it has a long legacy of having artists experiment here. We're a theater district, and it felt like, you know, in our most iconic public spaces, why not make sure that we're always putting on offer the diversity and kind of the cultural offerings that reflect New York City itself?
I love
in
it.
a-
I love it. It's such a New York idea, which is more equals more equals more. Tell me about the art that lives there and how it kind of fits into that space. I understand there's a midnight moment. Walk us through what that looks and feels like.
Sure. So, in addition to sculptures and performances that we have in our plazas, we also run a program called Midnight Moment. It's been running for 12 years now. It runs every single night of the year. It's almost like New York City's best kept monumental secret. From 11:57 to 12 a.m. every single night. About 100 of our iconic digital displays synchronize, and they play an artist's 3-minute video work. And then the program features a different artist each month. So we've showcased over 140 artists at this point.
That's amazing. And we saw it when we were there. What was stunning to me is not just the artwork itself, but that in the middle of Times Square at midnight, you can still get people's attention by doing something like that. Is it the art? Is it the moment? Is it the fact that something changes? What do you think it is that can cut through the clutter, if you will?
I know there is so much going on in Times Square, even at midnight. The plazas are full at this point, which we're very grateful for. But yeah, I think that the reason it brings this kind of quiet calm to those very busy plazas is one, just the scale of it. I mean, it's 100 displays. Some
Right.
of them are 90 feet tall, 90 feet wide. And there's a noticeable difference because visually, Times Square and the billboards are designed to be kind of competing visual chaos.
Right.
To have them synchronize and unify, it's very, very noticeable in terms of the energy and kind of the visual orchestration.
And it's powerful. It's a really powerful. I was really stunned by the power of that moment in the middle of all the beautiful cacophony that is Times Square.
It's something that I think is really special for people who are intentionally going to see it, but most of the people there are going to be unintentionally witnessing it. And so to even have not only the screen synchronized, but all of the people on the plaza have a unified moment too is really beautiful.
Tell me about the hot dog.
Okay, so you want to know about the hot dog?
Yes.
We have the world's largest hot dog sculpture in Times Square right now on 46th and Broadway on our biggest public plaza. It's a project by an artist duo, Jen Catrone and Paul Outlaw, and it will be on view until June 13. It is not just the world's largest hot dog, it's also the world's largest animatronic confetti spewing hot dog. It is on hydraulics, so you have it there with a pretty monumental presence as it is. But then every day at noon, it actually ascends and lifts towards the sky at about a 45-degree angle. And then there's a ceremonious burst of confetti. that happens at the peak of its ascent.
So Jean, tell us about some of the live programs, some of the more interactive things that take place there.
So while it's on view, the hot dog sculpture is also host to performances, debate, all sorts of events. We had a canine beauty pageant called the Hottest Dog Show that happened last week. Before that, we had a condiment themed and drag wrestling match called Condiment Wars. You can vote online actually and vote on your favorite condiment. Currently, mustard's in the lead, so Team Ketchup, get out your votes.
In a city of superlatives, Jean, to have the world's largest animatronic confetti spewing hot dog is about as New York as it gets for me. Listen, thanks for being with us today on Undiscovered America.
Thank you so much for having me. It's a
And
pleasure.
if people want to know more about Times Square Arts, how can they find out?
They can go to timesquarearts.org. You can follow us on social. We run a great social media account, Instagram and TikTok, so the kids tell me, or just come on out to Times Square if you can and see it in real life.
Well, come on out to Times Square. I think that's the takeaway here. Listen, thanks for being with us.
Likewise, thank you.
Welcome back to Undiscovered America TV. Get ready as we dive back into our artistic adventure, exploring more unexpected and awe-inspiring treasures from around the country. Welcome to Fort Smith, Arkansas, where the unexpected literally awaits at every corner. That's because Fort Smith is home to the Unexpected Project, an annual celebration of street art that turns the city into a lively gallery under the open sky. Launched in 2015, the Unexpected Project began as a bold initiative to invigorate Fort Smith's downtown with creativity and color. Transforming historic yet fading facades into a mesmerizing array of murals, the project attracts artists from around the globe, each adding their unique brushstroke to this evolving masterpiece. From depictions of Native American heritage to vivid portrayals of the Wild West, these murals do more than just beautify. They educate, honor, provoke, and inspire. One standout piece by artist Deface shows a modern cowboy engulfed in a comic book explosion, symbolizing the dynamic clash of history and modernity. But the art here isn't confined to the walls. Anna Maria's abstract creatures crawl across building sides, their forms and colors breathing life into this urban landscape. This interactive piece is augmented with elements that bring static images to animated life, engaging visitors in a multi-sensory dialogue with art. Every year, this festival pulses with live painting, workshops, and talks, fostering a lively community interaction. It's here that you can see art in the making, meet the minds behind the murals, and even pick up a paintbrush to leave your own mark. The Unexpected Project is transformational in many ways, changing the face of Fort Smith by connecting art with community and culture. From the dynamic murals of Fort Smith, we hit the road to North Dakota's Enchanted Highway, where sculptures turn the prairie into a gallery. Yes, this drive down North Dakota's Enchanted Highway is a trip through a landscape of whimsy and wonder. Stretching 32 miles from the town of Regent to the I-94 interchange, this route offers a magical blend of art and nature designed to delight travelers of all ages. Our adventure begins with a massive piece called Geese in Flight, the largest scrap metal sculpture in the world according to Guinness. As you dive further, each turn and bend reveals another spectacular installation, from deer crossing to grasshoppers in the field. Created by local artist Gary Greff, these artworks aim not only to beautify the highway, but also to revive a fading town by drawing tourists to this less traveled road. After witnessing only a few of these spectacular distractions, it's easy to see why this highway is called Enchanted. Each sculpture tells a story, pulling inspiration from the region's wildlife and history. The Fisherman's Dream features leaping fish and a lone fisherman celebrating North Dakota's love for fishing, while Pheasants on the Prairie pays homage to the state's popular game bird. Stopping at Teddy Rides again, we find a tribute to Theodore Roosevelt, whose legacy is deeply ingrained in North Dakota's spirit. Here, a giant metal likeness of the leader of the Rough Riders charges ahead on horseback, a nod both to his heady days of fighting for Cuban independence from Spain and his impact on American conservation. It's not just a sculpture, it's a reminder of the rugged determination that defines this state. And this isn't just a drive-by attraction. Each site offers picnic areas, walking paths, and viewing platforms that invite families to stop and stretch their legs and immerse themselves fully in the experience. It's an ideal spot for those who want to break from the monotony of doing long drives and engage with art in an open, natural setting. The Enchanted Highway comes to an end in the town of Regent, where the creativity continues with a visit to the Enchanted Castle, a themed hotel that looks as if it's straight out of a fairy tale. Visitors can dine in the medieval-style tavern, stay the night in period-decorated rooms, and even take a peek at Gary Greff's workshop where the magic was created. A drive along the Enchanted Highway proves that a little imagination and a heap of local commitment can bring a community back to life. So if you're ever in this part of North Dakota, don't miss this unique artistic journey that imaginatively redefines the notion of roadside attractions. Welcome to another segment of Ask AI right here on Undiscovered America. Today we are diving into some of the most unique and captivating art locations across the United States. First up, let's immerse ourselves in the fantastical world of Meow Wolf's House of Eternal Return in Santa Fe, New Mexico. This interactive experience transports visitors into a multi-dimensional mystery house with secret passages, portals to magical worlds, and an array of fantastical creatures. It's a place where every turn and touch reveals a new and surreal story. Next, we journey to the serene National Bonsai and Penjing Museum in Washington, D.C. Here, artistry meets nature in the form of meticulously cultivated bonsai and penjing trees. These miniature living sculptures, some centuries old, represent a fusion of patience, dedication, and botanical mastery. From age-old bonsai, we move to modern marvels with our next stop, the Corning Museum of Glass in Corning, New York. This museum not only showcases the beauty and versatility of glass through breathtaking exhibits, but it also offers live glass-blowing demonstrations. Discover how artisans manipulate molten glass into stunning decorative and functional items, illustrating both the science and art of glassmaking. Our artistic journey now takes us to Totem Pole Park in Foyle, Oklahoma. Listed on the National Register of Historic Places and claiming the title of the world's largest concrete totem pole, Ed Galloway's Totem Pole Park features a 90-foot pole that towers over the park in a vivid array of folk art colors. The park also features an 11-sided fiddle house and other artifacts made by Galloway. Thanks for joining us on this artistic exploration provided by the wonderful world of AI. But please stay with us right here on Undiscovered America TV as we humans take back the reins to bring you more hidden treasures of art and culture. What you see here is only the beginning of the story. The conversation continues online. So for behind-the-scenes photos, videos, blogs, updates, and deeper dives into the stories we share, be sure to follow us 24/7, 365. You can check out all of our social media channels, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, or find them on our website at undiscoveredamerica.tv. You can also email us by sending a note to info@undiscoveredamerica.tv. We'll be right back after a quick break.
Whether you're an active person that wants extra supplemental movement, maybe you want to keep your legs active while you work, or you wish to support your therapy at home, or you just want to build strength, increase your mobility, flexibility, and boost your circulation, Ellipse was made for you. Power-assisted exercise that frees your mind to enjoy your favorite seated activities. Just plug it in, place your feet, select your speed, and relax. Ellipse does all the work for you. Call now and order Ellipse.
Look, we hope you've been inspired by the creativity and diversity that can be found just by adding art to your itinerary, regardless of your destination. From immersive installations to urban surprises and timeless traditions, art truly is everywhere you go, waiting to be discovered. It's just up to you to find it. We'll see you next time right here on Undiscovered America TV.